top of your hit list, isn't it? You're like,
Well,
no,
yeah.
it was me.
Oh, no. Yeah, the number of times I'll go into a situation thinking, okay, if I had planned ahead, I would have set it up like this. I didn't do that because I'm an asshole to myself.
Yeah. Past you really hates future you.
Oh, man, with a passion. Screw that guy. He doesn't have a clue.
I'm gonna
You say,
start singing about
Yeah,
being an asshole.
yeah.
"Hmm, you could do those things.
It
Yeah.
You
says
could.
live. I don't know why it's black.
Yeah, no, it is.
I
I see things.
Do you? Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. As long as somebody sees something.
Well, I didn't say what I saw. You don't want to know.
I mean, if I'm gonna have to
We're
edit the stream after, I kind of want to know. But
we're already demonetized. It's fine.
yeah,
So, thanks for everyone joining us ahead of the live stream. Jump ahead roughly what, 11 minutes? Damn, son. We're late. To get the live review of Kershaw Cybernet Manual OTF.
take all the
yes.
time we need. They can't stop us.
They literally can't. They don't have the ability.
Yeah,
That's not
see?
a challenge, by the way, for the few of you who could figure something out. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't.
I'm gonna say when it comes to people stopping us, I'm gonna go back to what we were talking about when we went live, and it was Joe the whole time.
I blame my computer not liking updates, and then me having to roll back those updates, which somehow took longer than the install of said updates. I'm super impressed. Yeah.
Jacob in chat just found the channel. Welcome. What are you carrying?
Who wants to go first? We got to get this
Uh,
shite done. We got 10 minutes.
I haven't gone first in a while. I can go first. Ain't nothing new.
Sure,
All right.
sure.
It's a Grimsmo.
Oh, ain't
Yeah.
nothing but a Grimsmo.
Yeah, it's just a Grimsmo, you know? It's
Yeah.
just a
No big deal or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose I should throw up a picture here. There we go.
I mean,
beep, beep.
I could have thrown it in the river.
Yeah.
So you're welcome. For you still owning a Grimsmo. You're just tempting fate.
No, it's stuck down pretty hard. You can actually see the goo in
Squishing
that.
out the bottom just if you zoom in there.
I used the whole tube.
And nothing but the tube.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm sure.
And then I closed the blade before I picked it up, and then I peeled inwards so that if it went anywhere, it went to the concrete at my feet.
I see.
Yeah.
See, so you're the one that's going to go over the edge, not the knife this time.
I mean, I would have to make some pretty serious mistakes.
And you're saying do not? Come on.
So I'm going to pull on this knife, but at the same time, I'm going to jump up and forward.
Uh-huh.
Throw my knife underneath me as I dive off the balcony.
That is exactly what you need to do. Throw handle first so that you land on the tip, right?
No, I'm going to throw it behind me onto the balcony while I go over the edge. I'm going to save the knife. I don't want to ruin the knife.
But then your fishing line magnet is still there to save the day.
I don't think it's going to help.
So it just sticks to you, and now you're the awkward one in front of that window instead of just your knife on a fishing reel.
Yeah. I feel like I would look a lot like that guy from the Beetlejuice movie that got run over by the truck, sliding through cracks in the wall and stuff.
You never want to be slimed.
You do what you need to, man.
Sometimes you gotta live your life
Well,
with a Grimsmo in your pocket.
look, you're the one with the Grimsmo. Don't let me be the voice of reason that stops you.
No, don't let me put that in my pocket.
No.
I mean, it's right-hand carry, so you're already going to win that battle.
I've learned. Well, I mean, this wouldn't knock things out of your pocket.
Right hand only? No, but it'd be a playing chip like nobody's business for my next purchase.
You're a crazy person.
Yeah, well, I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers. End of stream. Let's go. That's the cue, ladies and gentlemen.
Fastest show we've ever done.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just
come on.
a Grimsmo.
We've dropped live streams faster than that.
But we came back.
as far as what we've posted. Anyway, Joe, anything fancy that you're carrying?
Not new, but it's still the Spydico Police. Getting a lot of pocket time lately.
Of
Um,
the micro melts.
yes, and I did have a photo of that lovely micro melt label. Oh, there's my ad block. There we go. There
How
you go.
melty is that micro?
I mean, not very sounds bad because the name is micro melt. I don't want to say the Spydico misled us, but this knife is great. It's not melty at all.
Microscopic. Yeah.
Yeah. I have stropped it precisely once, and yeah, it's holding up. I'm enjoying it so far.
Did you strop it because it needed it, or did you strop it because you were like, I could get this sharper?
There was well, it had a nice toothy edge to begin with. It bit fairly well. But honestly, there was a couple of little straggling burrs that were left behind from factory. They were minor enough that I didn't care up until they started to roll a little bit more. And at that point, it's like, okay, I'll just strop the whole edge, get those burrs off, and then off to the races. And yeah.
How many aluminum molds have you been scraping with it to get those burst?
The aluminum mold.
Just a quick shout out to Jay in chat. What is up? He also found us recently.
Hey,
Welcome.
guys.
What
I
are
hope
you
you
carrying?
Enjoy the channel, past and present streams,
Indeed.
the future ones.
There is a question about what we feel about the Stretch XL
Ooh.
in PD1.
So I want it. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Linerless.
So all the Stretch XLs in the FRN handles, Stretch 2XLs in the FRN handles, they're all linerless, so they're stupid lightweight. Like I questioned Spyderco's quoted weight on that. They say something like 2.6 ounces.
You think it weighs less than a bailout?
I bet you if you look at some competitors' websites, it probably has some more accurate readings. The one thing I'll say is if you like the military platform, but are looking for something that is lockbackian rather than compression or subframe liner, whatever they want to call it, on the OG one, yeah, I think that's the home for it, especially with the straight spine that it has now. It's very PM2 and military-esque compared to the weird original stretch blade shape.
Yeah, not the biggest fan of that shape, but it's not the worst I've ever seen out of Spyderco's lineup.
Super utilitarian.
Now, the only downside, I think, in my opinion, on the Stretch and XL and PD1 is that there isn't a lot of aftermarket mods for a Stretch 2XL at this point, so you are stuck with an FRN handle, whether you like that or not is kind of your vibe. But if you wanted to go with micarta, titanium, carbon fiber, something like that, doesn't exist yet. That I know. Maybe some Etsy stuff. But
yeah, the way you can tell in photos, you see these little screws here. Well, there's no little screws down here. You see, that was the first hint. Yeah,
don't tell me where my little screws go.
Oh, I'll tell you. So I kind of
control your screws, man.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm perfectly happy with the microbelt in this size factor. I am debating getting the man bug that is available right now at Cutting Edge Cutlery Co.
I have a man bug on hold for myself at this point in time.
Yep.
Because damn,
Paul had put the bug in my ear like something to the effect
having
of
the largest and the smallest.
The largest and then the very smallest of the sprint. Like,
did they make a ladybug?
I don't think they did.
I don't know if they did.
So if we look up micro melts. Oh, micro dash melt, and then we'll get to Dennis's carry here.
We got 3 minutes. It's fine.
We burned through it. Don't worry. Okay, so there's a Mad Bug Dragonfly 2. I don't see it. So not part of the sprint run. No, the Mad Bug is currently the smallest.
Jacob makes a comment about the Grey G10 version, and yeah, crewwear for $400 when they've got crewwear on a PM2 platform for cheaper than that. It was a hard pill to swallow with the Grey G10. This with the FRN is a much easier pill to swallow because you're getting this pretty much exclusive PD1 stuff. No one else is using it. Plus, it's limited. It's
one of those pills that just dissolves under the tongue. Ativan for you.
The usual day off carry around the apartment lately has actually been my Endura in VG10. And I got to be honest, for just a lightweight, don't give a shit about it carry. The FRN is fantastic. Like, more than solid enough. And if you wanted to, you could buy, like Dennis was saying, there's not really aftermarket parts for the stretch, but for most of the other models, you can find titanium, copper, or even other custom options. There's lots of good stuff out there.
That's the problem.
But the
I don't know.
FRN, if you're just all about the utility, honestly, the microbelt's sweet. It's
So-
pretty great.
2 minutes to get mine in, eh?
Yes,
Well,
something like that. Something
you
like
know,
that.
we said it before. They can't stop you from taking as much time as you need. They're
This is
at
true.
our beck and call.
They physically can't? No.
Yeah, so
It's
that
true. It's true. So,
because
two
all
things, by the way.
all the difference is they jump forward a few extra minutes.
This is true.
After
These messages.
this, yeah, kind of. After this week, actually, we'll be taking a small hiatus while I run away and sit on a beach, and then I come back, and I might do a stream when I come back. We'll see what happens, but then I have to run away again, and then it's Halloween. You know, these are the times, folks. So, in honor of that, I'm going to have my coaster for the evening.
Nice.
A little koozie. Pumpkin
Uh-huh,
koozie.
It didn't even get broken out last year, and I was bummed about it. So I'm making sure that we're using it this month. I don't care.
yeah.
The whole month of October. You should
Yeah.
see the picture of the broomstick I got hanging above my garage. The work of art, I say. My
Nice.
wife's IG page has it, for the record.
I'll have to check
yeah,
that later.
I'm not giving that up. Anyway, but going to sit on the beach and going to be or knifeless for the next week or so. But in honor of that, the one thing that is allowed to be able to be brought to Mexico is most obviously a razor. So,
Yep.
probably for the next week or so, I'll be rocking a Rough Rider razor.
It's,
This little lion steel slippy.
that's a good little photo right there. Right here,
Yeah,
right there.
It's
I
not too
don't think
bad.
it's sharp enough.
I got a nice polish on the edge. It's shiny sharp. It's definitely a razor.
Yeah.
And I got flowers blooming in October. So the other thing I'll say is the weather hung on a little bit more this year than it compared to last year on my wedding day. Things are a little greener. Things are a
Yep.
little nicer. It got cold real fast.
Yeah, we got
last year.
snow last year before the wedding, didn't we?
Well, if we did, it melted off and it was okay.
Yeah. I think
afterwards,
that.
yes.
But it was
We had some
close.
frosties. Yeah.
Yeah.
But needless to say, this picture was also because I got flowers in my garden still. So that's cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I got flowers in my garden sounds like some kind of euphemism.
Well, skipping right past that.
I got to shave them with a razor. You know.
Yeah, you sure do.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
shave your flowers. Come on.
Just a little trim.
Jay wants to know if you have a Speedo knife. It's
Yeah,
not that he
it's the
doesn't
razor.
have one. It's the fact that Mexico doesn't allow it.
Technically, Mexico and pocket knives is kind of no-nos. And so I bring a razor in a razor form. And yeah, it's a little bag I have. It's good to go in the little shaving kit. So
Notice he didn't argue about the Speedo.
Well, you're in Mexico. Why would he give a shit?
wow. Yeah.
That's, you should still give a shit.
He's in Mexico though. Like I'm just gonna keep reiterating that.
He
Like,
should still. Yeah. Did I not start this conversation with I'm not going to care about anything for the next week? Like
no, I don't think you did, but I mean, it
My
bears
wife-
repeating that.
my
Yeah.
wife and I, those are the two things. Yeah. Mainly my wife, like, much lower on the totem pole in that order. But anyway.
There you go. Well, only 1 minute over. That's not bad. Okay,
Yeah.
2 minutes over, but whatever. Fuck it. We were like 5 minutes late. It's okay.
Apparently, Jay is Canadian, and so are we, eh?
Hey.
Hey. No-nos.
All
Or
the
yes,
no-nos.
yes.
Well,
Like Combs?
Combs? Yeah.
I had mine kicking around here somewhere.
Well, and
Yeah.
speaking of applicable things that come out the front.
Yeah, see?
Hey,
Yeah,
segues,
yeah.
segues.
You're welcome.
That's a hot little segue.
Tonight's review is the Kershaw Cybernet.
Sure
Wham.
is.
Manual OTF.
Yes.
Manualizing over here.
Speaking of manual OTs. Sorry, go
Stanson,
ahead.
thanks for joining us as well. What is everyone carrying the Sieves? John Whitwiki, also yo, what is up? Yeah, good times, good times.
Would it be?
So Kershaw Cybernet. I
Indeed.
don't know. Joe just like went
Yeah.
off in left
Oh,
field there for a second. It's
well,
cool.
yeah. See,
I,
that's
I can
where.
spec it up if you want, but yeah.
Please do. Please do.
He's capsuling it up. All right.
Might as well
Overall
start.
2.4-inch blade D2 with a 5960 Rockwell. That's okay. Blade thickness of 2.8 mil thick. Stainless steel handle with the button actuation. That's pretty much it, right? It covers
Yeah,
this.
it's a
Yeah.
pretty now.
Overall, sorry.
Yeah.
Hair under 6 inches. 5.95
Nice.
with a 2.4-inch blade. Yeah. So
Well, my Interstellar, which is another out the front made by Kershaw, is in a different room, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. There was one size comparison. I wanted to start off right off the bat because I didn't know if there was a good measurement of it on Kershaw's website. Did you say a measurement for thickness? Like how?
2.8 mil on the blade thickness.
Oh no, sorry. I was thinking for the handle thickness overall.
Overall thickness. They normally post it, but I don't care, so I normally don't say it.
That's
Handle thickness,
fair.
8.1 mils.
So this thing is
0.32.
very thin. It's actually just slightly thinner than this guy, the capsule. It is about the same thickness overall as the Nurktai from CRKT, and I happen to have that with me.
What is the narrows? How thick?
The narrows is actually very like half a millimeter thick, thinner, I think, than the CRKT. Like it's basically the same.
Half a millimeter.
Yeah, it's like stupid close from what I remember.
I'm on it. People got to know. Mainly the people is me.
Yeah.
I say things sometimes.
John is playing with his Volautin.
There we go. As he
Took
should.
that home over the weekend. Stanton's got his button lock elementum.
Nice, nice.
Dick Richards hasn't said.
Betting it's a crossbones again.
Handle
Shame on
thickness is
you.
7.1 on the narrows instead of 8.1.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Okay.
1 mil thicker than, or thinner than the Cybernet.
Yeah, so this, yes, that is correct. The CRKT comes in at 8. Oh, up here it comes up at 8.2, but back here.
That's because your pivot's a bitch.
Sorry. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. 10 and a half mils for the Kershaw here.
Am I petty? Because if I was Kershaw, I would have modified this design and thinned out the handle scales by a millimeter each to come in 1 millimeter under.
Okay, but the problem is, you see, is that you have a blade that's pushing 3 mils thick on this thing.
You have
First
to
of all, stop making your knives 3 mil thick. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this thing is a pretty narrow construction already. I think making
here's
the
thing though, but with this kind of construction, with the manual OTF and the lack of tang, even though it is like technically a folding knife and blah 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 type of idea, still not the best lockup mechanism to hold everything in place. Maybe 3-point mil for like abusive factor is compensating for the fact that the lockup is probably not the strongest thing in the world versus a lock back or a frame locker or whatever.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I've actually tried on a knife that we'll talk about later too, the Slike, the Boker Slike here, which is aluminum backed, as well as this guy, which is it's got stainless steel on the inside. I've tried very heavy overhead stabbing into wood, no slippage unless my finger happened to be touching the button. It's pretty robust.
It's aluminum backed, but
this
maybe got back. That's the problem.
There you go. Yeah. All the components on the Cybernet from the new Cybernet here, they're all steel. So the black midsection that goes all the way around, just like the Interstellar, that is also stainless. I think they found out very quickly that by doing polymer, I apologize for the lighting situation, we kind of changed the room up a little bit, but
how dare you, sir?
The little blue polymer in this area here was definitely not the most solid as far as preventing sideways movement on this guy. It's a little hard to show on camera, but yeah, there's a little bit of wiggle.
Yeah. Oh no, we can see.
You could hear it. Maybe not with the noise deletion that my laptop has, but anyway, yeah, good improvements to the construction. I have thoughts about the tip down carry, but I'd like to hear what you guys think about that first. Or sorry,
locks
tip up,
close.
tip up carry versus the tip down.
Yeah, that's dumb.
So
But it's safer, I guess.
yes,
Take the fun out of my knives.
Up carry? Yeah, it's pretty hard to accidentally actuate it downwards if it's
Yes.
tip up.
the buttons themselves do cause friction, so it's not gonna go anywhere once it's like halfway in position unless you push and pull.
You can flick it though. If you,
You
push the
can.
button and get it going. No, not even like
Yes,
that. Like you
but-
can flick your thumb and
Oh, well, on this one, when it's broken in, yeah, but
yeah.
it's been a bit
Hey,
for this guy. Anyway,
Quick aside here, we gotta put a pin. Knives and Pizza is asking what our thoughts on the Lion Steel Nano. I never knew that knife existed until you just pointed it out, sir. And we're gonna double back on that after this review because we're gonna talk about a Lion Steel Nano. Damn, son.
Yep.
Hang on to that. Put
I'm
that pin in your
gonna-
hat. I already put a tab in it because damn, son. Damn,
there's-
damn. Anyway.
there's a literal tab. We will revisit it after. Awesome.
Cybernet. Kershaw Cybernet. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Cybernet. Okay, the only thing that I have to complain about as far as the tip up, like I agree, safety, it's definitely cool. I've carried the Interstellar for a couple weeks at a time here and there, and every single time I do this, I notice that because it's where did I just put the other Kershaw? Because it's tip up, and because it's fully encapsulated, no pun intended, on both sides by a shell. Unlike this, the new one, the Cybernet, which is a flow through, it allows gunk and debris and crumbs and whatever else, and dust and lint and whatever, to get on the inside of the knife because it all just falls straight down in. Given that the Cybernet does have a flow-through construction like this guy, like the Slike, I don't know that it's as much of a problem, but it is something that I would think about.
Be mindful
Yeah.
of.
Pretty much. If you're working in a very dirty shop environment, for instance, maybe put it in a pocket, like in a shirt pocket, where there's like a flap that can cover the top of it or something. Because this is a deep carry clip. It does carry really nicely.
What's this in chat here? Ben, good evening, gentlemen, and Dennis. Michael Upchurch is saying that he had the capsule come apart in his pocket without even being used.
Yeah.
So did
Was a
the
bit of a
capsules by any chance the spring come apart, button, screw up, everything? Chwow, come apart like that?
Oh, it sure can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
That's what the capsule does. Cybernet might have fixed that. One of the reasons they might have fixed that is they put the clip on the tip offset.
Well, and the button actually has threading that you can like see when it's not hidden.
Lucy, if it does.
And it looks like
Lucy.
you can tighten from the button side if you
Nice.
were to put some tension on it. Potentially. Maybe you can take the clip off and actually adjust from the backside too, because it's open.
Yep, it is fully open. There isn't really a need to disassemble this thing ever, realistically, not unless it gets like super wet. Here's a shot of it closed. You can actually see the backside of the button is tooled.
So which Bimbet sounds like the Apollo space station? I'm curious now. Anyway, quick aside.
Oh, huh. It's one of you two, I guess.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Interesting.
Number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2, number 3.
Which one is more space station-y? Number 1 or number 2? But yeah, so you got tooling on both. I believe that's tooling on both sides. That looks pretty round on that side. Man, I don't know. I was pretty sure that was tooled. But looking at the photo, it could be the camera correcting for things, but
Everyone's a lot bigger than usual.
well,
it is live.
We're just spreading. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so I ran some updates right before we started the show, and like it messed with a bunch of settings, and I had to back updates and restart my computer, and that's why we were late. But it's also probably why we're taking up more of your screen real estate. Yeah,
not just late, but also not great.
Well, no,
Ben's
watching us. So. Ben's watching us on his TV tonight because he's doing renos in the house.
Horrifying! I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
we're full screen right now. Damn, dude! Like seriously.
I'm so sorry that this is what you've been reduced to.
It's not what we were meant for. I mean, like you should see the screen I watch ourselves on.
Like, funny enough, I actually did have to resize the OBS today, so I wasn't sure how it was going to translate on screen.
Anyway,
Yeah, button came apart. Okay,
Kershaw
so
Cybernet. Yeah.
so
Multiple people came apart. Multiple were fixed. Multiple got warranties by Kershaw.
yeah,
Reassembled with some Loctite and didn't have a further. But yeah, dude, these things assembled weren't great. Assembled from
yeah,
the factory.
the
The-
capsule
The
definitely had a
capsule
rougher.
specifically.
It had a rougher launch than the Interstellar.
Yes,
for sure.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then now Cybernet seems to be clean, son. Like this is
Super clean by comparison. Yeah.
the fact that you can access that screw from the back too, so you can keep it tight.
It's a nice touch.
I made a comment about a CRKT pillar, and back in our review channel, we talked about like third time's the charm type of thing. And I honestly believe that that's the same case in this particular manual OTF field that Kershaw has put out here.
Yeah.
Is third time seems to be like this is you've ironed out all the kinks now. Like
it's the Spyderco Andella of this trio.
Hey.
No one asked
Third
for it.
time's the
Well,
charm.
I think people were asking for it. I think that's the
Yeah, that's right.
difference.
Yeah.
It's third time's the charm.
Well, and
Third
it's
time's the charm for sure. Wow, that's
it's funny. Well, it's funny that you make the Andella comparison because this is the mid-sized option between the two different sizes.
This is why I'm doing it.
Yeah, like it makes sense.
you make Dennis twitch too by comparing the two. That's column A, column B on that
Yeah,
one. Like,
it's if I can do two things at once.
Why not?
Efficiency, man. Come on.
Well, the only thing I would say is that this is okay, I want to say that this is the first OTF they've done with the D2, but did they not do an all-black version of the capsule that had D2 as well? Or was it just
did.
HCR?
But is the Interstellar only in HCR?
It's only an HCR. Otherwise, I would have gotten a D2 one, but that's all they make it in.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Have we mentioned the
you
price
know
on
your
the
own
Cybernet?
knives.
Yeah, a little
The
bit.
what?
Have we mentioned the price? We're being asked in chat.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna get. Well, I guess we got there. So it depends on which website you get to, but in Canada, on Kershaw's website, it's $115.99 Canadian MSRP. Now there might be more competitive pricing on some of our competitors or some of our.
I was going to say.
Did you
I
say
think we're.
Did you
beating
say
that.
150?
115, sir.
115. Okay, yeah. Honestly,
Which I believe we're swinging slightly below that on cuttingedgecutleryco.com.
Yeah.
I think everyone's swinging slightly below that.
So
I really like that you sang that.
Well, you know.
Swing low. I may be slightly biased here, but I actually don't think that even at 115 or $100 is a bad price for this knife at all.
Well, would you believe? Grand total of $89.99 on.
It's a great knife for $89.99. That's
D2 as a manual OTF and okay, here's price point. We talked about that. Kershaw Canada, $115.99. Guess. Take a wild guess. Kershaw USA.
$60.
Oh, you're bang on, sir. Did you cheat already and look?
I did not look.
$59.99. But they play the sneaky where it's regular $74.99 and then it's on sale for $59.99.
Yeah.
But even $74.99 on conversion is not $115.99.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there, but it's brutal.
So we're just roped in Kershaw, Canada. And that's why we have it competitively on our website compared to even USA pricing, because we're not dicks. Like, you know,
we try not to be, at least.
Other people that sell a Kershaw Cybernet, whether you're authorized dealers or the people that manufacture them. Whether one of those people. It's
If you manufacture it and you're not an authorized dealer, you're doing something terrible.
It's an either or situation.
I mean,
there you go.
Technically, I think Boker's an authorized dealer for these guys.
Well, we'll put a foot in that, but yeah.
Yeah. There's some interesting mechanics that play there for sure.
All right. So speaking of Bokers, though, Boker's like.
Yeah. Yes. So I do have a size comparison between these guys. I'll just
the other manual OTF on the market that may or may not be disappointing.
Yeah. So what's disappointing about it?
How many more does Boker need to make before it's successful?
So, well, okay. So the Flike is a pretty popular design. They have other variations that have recently come out. supposedly there's a little bit less blade wibble wobble than the current original version has. My pocket clip is still broken.
So
Reference.
just quick stop for a second.
Yeah.
While Jay is asking what the website is, just to let you know, we do all work for cuttingedgecutleryco.com. I manage the Calgary location. Paul and Joe are both my longtime full-time guys that happen to know a thing or two about knives. Started a channel half a dozen years ago. We've been doing it ever since. Never got popular. Don't care. Continue to get together every Sunday and talk about knives.
Is it
6
not
years?
7? 7.
I don't know.
It's been a bit.
2017.
Okay,
March of
yeah.
like 2017.
Yeah, there was some growth spurts. But anyway.
Yes. Don't go back and watch those videos. They're
Well, yeah.
A
Not
little
even the
rough.
ones Nick Shabazz even shouted us out for. They were terrible too.
yeah.
Anyway, so
Happy to say we got better.
anyway, yeah. Thanks for joining us again. We worked there for the last several years and got us hooked on this shit if we weren't already in the first place. But not sponsored by any means. Just quick shout out because we do get to play with the stuff that they do bring in for us. Allowed to give honest opinions, never sponsored by. So if we don't like something like, Kershaw Canada's price point versus Kershaw USA, if we don't like those things, we're
It's our
allowed
opinion.
to talk about them in a
We
way
can be
that
honest about the capsule and say that
may
you
or
got to
may
be careful with it.
not give me cease and desist letters from Kershaw Canada. Maybe they might. I don't know those things either. Probably not. We're not that popular.
No.
Again, let's circle back to that.
We can sneak under the radar because they're not watching us.
Well, honestly,
but
it's our
yeah,
opinion.
anyway.
It's all good fun. I don't think anyone's getting too chapped up about it.
Anyway, yes. So continue on Kershaw Cybernet. You say?
Yeah.
That Slike has the one feature that I wish this knife had.
A half stop.
That's the one.
So here's the funny thing. I think this feature is fucking useless. It's I've tried to go out of my way to use it a lot for things like package opening, fine-tune carving. Yeah.
Not useless, sir.
Mm,
But when a Boker Slike lock decides to fail, you'll be happy it slides out only halfway and stabs you instead of all the way out and stabs you.
don't. Nah, see, I don't think it's gonna fail in the first place, but okay.
To slide forward because of the tip down, and you might actually poke it, and you might actually just poke yourself a little bit instead of a lot. Like we were talking about tip up versus tip down.
I've never had that be an issue with the Slike or my capsule or my Interstellar. I know the Interstellar's tip up, but
Jay, thanks for ordering from us. I hope they weren't the Kershaw capsules. Sorry. Eesh. Awkward.
that's funny.
I mean, we did talk about the capsule when it came out, and I'm
And
pretty sure we
also,
talked about that.
I hope the service was good. If it's not, I'll harass my web guy a little bit about it. So anyway.
Yeah, we're all Albertan.
Uh-huh,
I think I can say that after this many years.
Yeah, it's hard to claim province of origin after this many years of transplantation.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kershaw Cybernet.
So, Paul, you really want it to have the half stop.
Yep.
Where it's just a bit of the blade poking out.
I still want the CRKT D2 katana that they promised us that they stole from me.
It's out now, apparently, but
Okay, so the other thing with the half stop is the most sense it makes is on the Interstellar with a half serration.
Yeah.
If you put a half stop on that knife in particular and had it poke out just before the serrations came out, and then had to cut through some cardboard, for instance, you might not hit a snaggies as you're going in. And that's the technical term, you sons of bitches.
I'm going to get my
old
Interstellar to
snaggy
do a
snaggies.
visual demonstration. Just one sec here. But talk amongst yourself.
I knew the Interstellar was going to come up, and I knew he should have had it, but I didn't say anything at the beginning of the episode. I'm just going to make him look foolish now.
He had the pouch. I'm very confused.
Oh, the pouch was an unrelated thing, sir.
No.
I don't know how. It was unrelated.
He brought the Slike, the capsule, and the Interstellar to work to get photos in that pouch.
You're talking about between then and now. I see.
Yes.
I see. Well, that's your answer. That's your answer, sir. You're talking about then and now. Yeah. But
Jay's from Toronto. I do apologize.
you're also from Ontario, transplantations.
Well, that's why I
So-
apologize about Toronto. There's better places.
Yeah, yeah, it's all good. It's all good wherever you're from.
Yeah. There's better places in Ontario, is what I meant.
The little dude behind you awake? Wow. Oh, the little dude behind him. And he doesn't have a weird glare now.
Yeah.
He moved his camera. Now it's just more up in his face. It's yeah.
I think he's just sitting closer to his laptop.
The chinch. Ben's wondering if your chinchillas awake.
Oh,
Longtime viewers know
That's a
about
good
the
question.
chinch.
let me find out.
Little ball of fur.
Yeah, he's weird. Just effing weird. Anyway,
Well,
Cybernet, you say reviews. You say that's what we're talking about right now. Stainless steel handle. Yes, you notice it as far as the poly construction. As far as the weight goes, what is the weight on this damn thing? I said once upon a time. I don't remember.
I'm gonna guess 4.
Weight is 3.1 ounces. You're
Okay.
1 ounce over, sir. 4.
Okay.
Damn. What are you putting into the categories?
Well, the bailout is 3, so I've thought it was heavier than a bailout.
Yeah, I can see. It's a stout little package, but yeah, it's not
Th-
techno. Well,
yeah,
it might be techno.
this is a 3.
Chinchilla's awake. He is not having it, so
It will have nothing to do with you, sir. Anyway, we
Oh.
were just talking about weight on this guy. Just because it is a stout, stubby little thing, and definitely you can tell the stainless steel construction on it. But again, I don't think 3.1 ounces is anything to bitch about.
No.
It does go over. Who is it that has the
Ounce
inch
and
per ounce?
It's a
Yeah.
Shabazz rule.
So-
Usually, I think it's the group effort on that one, whether it's Frankie or whether it's Shabazz or whether it's
Yeah.
whoever
So-
it may be.
What do you guys
2.4 to 3.1 is not that bad of a ratio, I don't think.
what do you
Not
guys
crazy.
think
Yeah,
about ounce to inch in terms of a metric that you care about? Like, how does that measure out for you?
I carry a thug. It's-
I have a
Yeah.
Chavez.
I think that there's exceptions to the rule, no matter if you like the knife or not. I think as a general rule, yeah, it's nice when you get that ounce per inch ratio or sub ounce per inch ratio. It's a nice little icing on the cake to have something that's not weighing you down. But
Yeah.
if you like a Velouten,
You
you're
like a
gonna buy a Velouten, and you're gonna be like, yeah, stainless steel
Yeah.
bolsters, suck it. Like it's So
I've begun to realize that as long as
it's a TI bolster.
there's
I don't remember.
no, it's stainless. It's a heavy bastard. It's a stainless bolster on the Valmountain.
I'm just saying. Go ahead, continue.
That's all good. I've begun to realize I really don't care about ounce per inch measurements. It just doesn't matter until the knife is much heavier than 5 ounces. It doesn't really bother me that much. Especially
Yeah,
after carrying stuff like the AD-15 or the Ulis from Spyderco, where they're just like, yeah, they're chunky, lots of stainless steel. They're pretty good weight. Saying chunky on this thing is kind of weird, but it's such a long knife that it's kind of heavy. This though, it's such a small object that it feels dense. And there's that part of your, I don't know if it's your monkey brain or your reptile brain that's saying, ooh, it's heavy, it's quality. Like the same sort of brain that's like, oh, buck 110. Yeah, the thing's a rock. Like it's solid. Like
It's the old monkey reptiles.
there you go.
You gotta be watch those guys. They're
Gotta-
tricksy.
Oh, they're super tricksy. And don't get me wrong, I like ultra lightweight stuff. We were just talking about the Stretch XL too, having no liners, being like, damn, that thing's light for how big it is. And this is it's dense. It's a full steel construction, but it's also pretty rigid. Not that I was terribly worried about the capsule bending or breaking or anything. There is definitely a little bit of squish to the construction that I just wish wasn't there. It's not there on the Cybernet.
Rock solid.
Um,
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Oh,
I was just gonna make a comment about weight and say that I recently was handling Ben's Arkfeld Pro versus my standard Arkfeld, and thought that his light was heavy. It felt heavy to me, and then I looked up the weight difference, and it was 1 ounce. So it's not a heavy knife or heavy flashlight. You know what I mean? But that density can kind of trick you sometimes.
and just wondering about Witwiki. What little guys are you talking about? The thug?
No, I think he's talking about
The
chin.
Slake? Oh, The chin. Ah, yes.
The chinchilla.
Mhm.
Chinch. You know?
He's nope.
What's his name? Professor, what's her doodle?
You're calling him Professor Fuzzy Nuts, but his name's Kirby.
Professor Buzznuts.
Fuzzy nuts.
Yeah, I think that
It's
was a
been so long, sir.
yeah.
Yeah. Dick was trying to claim it was Boots.
That's cute, but no. Like adorable. I would consider it, but no, his name's already Kirby, so it's all good.
No, it's Professor Fuzzy Nuts.
And for the record, Velotin's stainless steel bolster. I had to know I'm a nerd. Anyway, Kershaw Cybernet, you say. Is it bronze? Is it stainless? Is it
No,
PVD coated?
it's PVD coated, and I think that was the right choice. Specifically because the button is relied upon for the actual lockup. In the closed
Yeah, it's
position.
steel. It's just bronze PVD, is what they say.
Yeah. So, I think that was the right choice. So here's something funny. When I'm holding this knife, because it's a tip up carry, if my fingers end up down here on the Cybernet, right? And when I go to push, sometimes the screw that you're seeing right now on screen will actually catch and hang on my finger as I go to open the knife and push it open. It kind of really bugs me because on the longer knives like the Slike, there's enough room that I can get my fingers out of the way and it's not a problem. But for whatever reason with the Cybernet, it's you want to put your finger in that space. So on this, it's not a big deal because again, you can't get to the screw anyway, and the pocket clip is there even if it wasn't. I'm just making up more points to validate my my opinion. There needs to be a tip down carry option on this guy.
I don't know. I feel like I've handled this a few times, and I found that I was wrapping my finger around the clip and then sliding it forward.
Okay, so you were
and
holding
keeping
it
myself.
like. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Full
that's weird,
wrapper
sir.
out. Yeah.
That's
Full
'cause
wrapper out.
I'm used to like kind of cradling the knife at the back of my like the curve of my fingers and then just supporting the whole thing. But
Yeah.
it could just be a me problem. It could just be a me problem if that, and I really hope it is because I think this is a sweet little knife. Otherwise,
Yeah, I don't know how I would catch on that one myself because I'm like I would palm it.
It's pretty well recessed on the Cybernet too.
and it is a slight catching. It's not nothing major, but it has happened for me a few times when trying to open it.
And I can see how having both of the other models that don't have that gap could lead you down a path of opening the knife in a certain way that.
Because if I try to pinch this in the same way that I'd be like relatively the same way that I'd be holding the Cybernet, it's the same problem.
Okay.
Finger comes up and catches. Mind you, again, if there was a pocket clip here, wouldn't be a problem.
I will muck around with the Cybernet tomorrow to see if I can replicate your error.
If it hasn't happened to you so far, either of you so far, I think it's probably safe to say that, yeah, it's probably not something that a lot of people would run into.
I'm curious now, though. I must know.
Yeah. So
something with this bad boy too is I imagine like it's and all of them to some degree, but pretty ambidextrous. Even though it is the tip up,
Yes.
there's no
you can swap the blade too, right? In all these models.
Not all of them. So
this one would be tricky because you can't really flip the clip.
You don't need to.
No,
you just flip the blade in the handle, and now it comes out the edges on the other side.
Oh yes, the blade orientation itself. Yeah.
The capsule and the Cybernet are symmetrical, and because of that, I think you can swap the blade. I doubt there's any issue with that in the Cybernet, but with the Interstellar, I haven't tried, but the grooves of the handle where your fingers fit are on one side. So if you swap to the other, now you've got like a Pacal thing going on. And I don't know.
Great.
Holding this, it feels a little strange with the thumb or the finger grooves on your thumb side of your hand.
It's okay.
Think about all your OTF pairing that you could do.
See,
Jesus.
Well, no. See, this
Pruning,
is
maybe. Peeling, like peeling an apple.
It's a left-hand reverse grip. Don't you worry. Problem solved.
Stop. Just stop.
Never.
Tell us what else is left-handed, Joe.
Well, every Spyderco except like 2 or 3. I'm sure they have.
Mostly.
And don't worry, Dennis. This one's not lefty friendly.
No, most of the fancy TI ones, I know. That's something that I can continue to be happy about.
Yeah.
Most of the TI ones aren't. Military's not anything to anybody.
Hey,
I don't know what it's.
you stop that, sir. They
I mean,
released the
it
military
means
too.
things to people. It just doesn't have a home for a clip.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
lonely.
Look, just get a Molly vest and carry your military. As intended.
The way God,
No.
also known as Sal Glasser, intended.
Did you just call Sal God? Does that make
You
Eric
implied it first.
Jesus?
Oh,
No.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Let's not even think about that anymore. If there's a knife Jesus,
Swear to God,
who
if
would
he
it
gets
be?
up after 3 days.
I'll tell you right now.
Sit back down.
Yeah.
Let's just start kicking.
Yeah. I know there's a gun Jesus. Is knife Jesus Brian Ty just by virtue of the hair?
No, Kit Ray.
Kit Ray is knife Jesus? Oh, that's
Look
a
at the
plot
hair.
twist.
Look at the whole.
Oh, I'd read that book.
Homage for sure. Look at all of it.
You
If
think
he's
Kit
not,
Ray's an homage to Jesus? That's a strange
you
takeaway.
put him on the end of that final Last Supper and just
You just want to see Kit Ray crucified. That's all it is.
wow. And then 3 days later, it's not. All right. Kershaw, intersect, anything terrible to say about this knife?
No, here's some in-shot pictures in the hand. Once I rotate them so they're not set
The
awkwardly.
old in-shot pictures.
In-shot, in-hand
I
shot,
mean, my
shoddy shot.
complaints are price point. Honestly, that's come on, man.
$89 is
Well, no,
I guess
MSRP.
$115.
MSRPs. Who you fooling?
Canadian SMRP.
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 Yeah. SMRT.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
There you go. Pay no mind to the smudgies on the blades.
It's in here, blade smudgies.
So price.
So on competitive retailers, that's good and fine, but don't come at me with fake price points. Like fake Canada price points, at least. Because sometimes you hold us up to those fake Canada price points and we have to sell a knife way too overpriced. And sometimes you can actually sell it competitively. But you never know until you get a swing at the can and see what you can get, right? So
Yeah.
Stop swinging at the Canadians.
I'm trying to remember something.
stop throwing cans at Canadians, right?
Do you want war crimes?
There's no can in. Oh, wait.
Hey. In Canada? Is that what you're going to say?
No, it's just being a smart ass.
Oh.
There's no can in Alberta.
Is it IE? Did I misspell it?
There's a lot of can't, but anyway.
So, I seem to remember the Coddy Day being around 130, 120, something like that, MSRP.
Are you using the example of the other retailer that overprices D2?
Yeah. But
was it that cheap?
You're
I
like,
thought it was
but
like
these
$1.80.
guys do it too.
well, I'm trying. Well, no. See, that's just it. I'm trying to make sure that it was that MSRP. I can't say for sure that it was. So the point I was going to make.
When CRKT throws out an MSRP on D2, normally not that great.
No,
it's a little high.
This was, I want to say it was around $150 Canadian, something like that. But it did have the field strip tech, the field strip 2 technology, so easy to take apart. It did have bearings. A lot more complicated to make this knife is what I was trying to lead up to compared to the out the front. The out the front mechanism is really straightforward. There's only a couple of components. It's pretty repeatable. So I feel like
okay,
it
that
definitely
particular knife, there was a lot of people getting paid
for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
There was an IKBS system in there. Flavio got a cut. There was field
Ken
strip, and Kenny got a cut. There was
exactly.
Voxnay's design. Voxnay's gets a cut.
So why is the Cybernet the price? Again, this is just kind of reinforcing that point of okay, but the Cybernet is going to be pricey because Why?
Because the capsule already exists, and that was a $60 knife, wasn't it?
It was like $69.99, I think, was
Yeah.
Canadian
See,
MSRP, which was
see.
too. Yeah, but
So
that
they
was
got some bug
a
out pricing on manual OTS.
mind
Is that what
you,
you're
but
saying?
that's a
I feel like they
on
were intentionally released in that order.
Gen Zonso design.
Hmm.
Oh, it wasn't a box name. Sorry, my
So,
bad.
and then this one, the Interstellar, was an in-house design, and I
Well,
think
yeah, of
the
course. They don't pay designers anymore. We've had this conversation. Kershaw, paying designers? Come on.
well, very
I,
rarely.
the capsule was an Anzo design.
Yep,
No, his Kata Day.
No. The capsule he
Danzo
just said.
is
What?
this guy. Yeah,
Is it an Anzo? What's the Kata Day? It's a box naze.
it's a box naze, but
Okay.
this is what I'm. Okay, it's reversed for you, but it does say
Gen's
Anzo
Anzo.
design there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Interesting.
So I can understand this being a little bit inflated, comparatively speaking. Um,
Again, they did it intentionally. They set the bar, and then they went, okay, but if we released a bigger one, that's going to be a little more expensive. And if we make one with D2 and all steel construction, that's going to be a little more expensive.
one of the
I'm not,
things, market value aside, one of the things I try to keep in mind when it comes to new knife releases is the material cost itself is such a small factor in the final price of a knife. The blade grind on this new knife, the Cybernet, is actually substantially better than my photos here make it look. Um, it is quite nice. It's very clean, very crisp, even bevels and sharpening all the way both sides. Like it looks great. The lockup is very solid. It's definite. It is the third iteration. I think they got a lot of things right because of that, like you guys were saying earlier. Um, yeah, I think there's a lot to this. I don't think that we should discount it. Oh, because it's just D2 with a stainless steel handle and it's relatively short. I don't know if that's necessarily a good enough reason to say this should be extremely cheap.
I'm not, and I'm not even trying to say that Kershaw, like that business model is bad and you shouldn't do that, because that's going to happen with everything. Everything's going
Yes,
to be priced according to the other things in its category and quantity that you're buying and whatever else. Um, but yeah, I think it was definitely strategic on their part.
they were definitely, at least they should have been thinking about it. I mean, Kershaw being the business they are, you would assume, right?
Yeah.
But they're definitely not trying to compete with the likes of QSP, who's doing micarta, ceramic ball bearings, and D2 at a similar or higher hardness.
It,
Um,
Experience precision in chat is saying looks like nonsense to me. I mean, it's definitely a
oh,
fun knife.
it's goofy. It's gimmicky.
It's
I like
it's
it.
a glorified box cutter at the end of the day that you
It
can't
is
swap the blades out on.
straight up capitalizing on non-legal countries or countries with autos that aren't legal type of thing. That's ultimately what it comes down to. Is
Yeah.
like autos aren't legal in your many countries, including Genzanzo, Netherlands, blah blah blah. Probably a whole bunch of restrictions going on over there. Like you want something that looks like one. It's kind of one. It's not really one. It's kind of, but not really.
It doesn't have the snip snap, but it sure
And then
slides.
everyone's like, "Yeah, gimme, gimme, gimme."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they sell.
Yeah.
They do.
yeah.
So
Mad Yoko in chat. I'm pretty sure I said that name wrong last time and then did it again this time. But what is up? We've been good. How are you? What you
excellent.
carrying?
The secret.
But yeah, it certainly is like you're not buying this knife because it's a better lock or a better this, or you're buying it because you think the novelty of the way it opens is neat.
And I gotta be honest, like I own 4 manual out the fronts at the moment, not counting the old spring assist ones that that Trade used to make that are admittedly garbage in terms of the construction. Um, I like the out the front idea. I think there's a lot of merit to it. In terms of practicality, the one thing I will say is that with a blade that slides out the front, if the lock is to fail, it can only travel in this direction. So if you're doing something silly with your knife, the worst thing that's going to happen is it's going to slide inwards. This isn't something that should ever cut you. Not that you should be using a knife with a backwalk or liner lock any differently. You should be trying to use your cutting tools with, some level of precision and care.
What? You're supposed to cut with your knives? How dare you?
Theoretically,
Mad Yoko is Yako is Karen Bel Air for the record. That's
Nice.
fancy.
There you go.
Hey,
Yeah,
Kershaw.
almost
Party.
The nicest Kershaw they make.
nicest bug out they make. I mean,
Yeah, that too.
sorry.
Yeah.
Not quite, but
It's
kind of.
it's
Damn
nice.
near.
Damn near the nicest bug out that Benchmade makes now. Although there are some news for later, so stay tuned for
They
that.
just get the screws from the same place. Don't worry about it.
Well, yeah, okay. I'll be worried on my own time.
Oh, yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, the trick.
Yeah.
Too real. Too fucking real.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
We're-
a little bit.
It's, yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, yeah, here's the other
Oh, yeah.
silly
yeah.
boker out the front.
You said 4, and I was like, what the hell's the 4th? Did he already buy a Cybernet?
No,
That would have
it's
been very
just
funny, but it
weird.
would have been my carry for the
Really?
night if that was the case.
That's you wait till 8:13 to break that shit out. That's funny. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I bought one. What about it? It's gonna be next week's carry. Shut up. Completely. It's gonna be like my Boker coffin all over again.
There you go.
Completely unapplicable. Yeah.
Totally.
We'll
All right,
circle
gentlemen.
back.
Anything else of note with this bad boy?
It's a very simple construction that's executed fairly well, in my opinion. So I don't think there's really much to highlight that I think people would dislike.
I
It's
bet you could
thin.
probably get away with like canned air and like a dry lubricant.
Yeah.
Sprayed on the inside every once in a while, and you would never have to muck with it.
Yeah.
You know, no
Um,
mucky mucks.
This is going to be legal in a lot of places. Dennis? What did you say the blade length is on this guy?
2.4.
2.4.
2.4. Yeah, that's under legal limit from a lot of places in the states.
Is that Cali legal? Or is it half-inch too long?
Oh, it might.
0.4 too long.
I don't remember, but I think that length restriction is only for autos. I think for manual blades you're okay with larger. I
thought it
can't
was all
remember now.
folding knives.
I don't remember. And enough of
'Cause I
the
know you can
knife laws
carry a
have changed
Laredo.
recently that I. Yeah, but it has to be completely exposed. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Knife laws have changed, and thank you, Doug Ritter, for that. Knife laws have changed enough in recent history that I'm not 100% sure on what a lot of the American knife laws are anymore. But I know there are still certain places that won't let you get away with anything more than a 3-inch blade.
Yes. They should have put a can opener on it, or a bottle opener, excuse me.
That was a barely okay addition on this guy. I think
dare
when
you.
on that
Barely
small
okay.
of a design,
It's perfect because it's tipped down. It would be out of the way.
I mean, you could always use the mouth of the mechanism and just use that to.
How
It's
dare you.
stainless steel. I mean,
You-
what are you
you
gonna
could-
do, right? Like
You could use the butt end totally, like a lighter.
Yeah.
Do the old Dennis pop.
Yeah.
Oh, 100% all day. It's stainless steel. I mean, I do it with less than that. Well,
Yeah.
ask my bailout.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes me sad still.
Oh,
Yeah.
little chippies in the aluminum never killed anyone.
You don't even have the backspacer scraper nonsense thingy anymore.
No, I never used it in the first place. It's the green
That's-
aluminum. Oh, 100%. Little scrapies. It's fine. It's build some character.
Oh, you're a monster.
Well, use your shit, dude. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
well,
sell my detantoed bailout on me that I don't know about, so I have to keep it pristine?
Yeah, you don't
Oh,
know.
because I wasn't planning on it. So F off.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Or
come
hear
into
me
work
out.
one day and it's gonna be on the shelf with a
The
tag on it.
Dennis's reground bailout comes with its own Instagram profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can figure out the
Password,
email
it's
address and
yours.
password, it's yours.
Look, nobody would care if you just use your knives properly, Dennis. That's all Paul's saying.
Yes.
Oh,
The best
yeah,
part
because
is
I'm the guy that needs to be preached at for that shit.
Oh, dude, there's a reason I have a CRKT Sting. It's to keep me from ruining all my other knives.
Jay saying take the clip off and just put it in a slip sheath, and I think that's probably the right answer.
It's not a bad answer.
Oh, wait. You know the old sheaves where the buck 110 and you could like self-deploy off the, or like some of the Kydex stuff where you could like, can you get
The
one that's
No.
molded around the button, that's molded around the button straight up as a neck knife, and as you
They
pull it
tried
out,
it. It was called the Kershaw Ripcord, and it did not do well.
no. They need to ripcord to this thing. Straight up, I'm sending a message to Kershaw. I don't even care. This is a ripcord 2 in the works,
Oh,
but with a neck knife carry.
you're horrible. You're a
Oh,
horrible
Here
man.
for it.
You're a
Dude,
horrible, evil
I
man.
know. Paul, anything to stop Paul carrying a fucking shark around his neck. Like, yeah.
Even this, these
Stop,
are the
put it away.
depths.
Put it right
you'll-
now. I'll
you'll-
leave this fucking chat.
Oh, good
That's
God.
right.
I know.
Oh, John Wickety. Yeah, the ripcord. We were talking about that last
Ow,
time,
ow,
last
ow,
shift too.
ow.
That's too funny.
It's all in my beard.
You know
Oh,
how many
man.
people I've been like, do you got a sheath for that? They just have the knife. They lost the sheath for a ripcord. Like, how do you lose the sheath for a ripcord? Now
Yeah.
you just have a fixed blade.
Should be fastened to your belt.
A new
Anyway.
sheath is just called a belt sheath. Like, because you now own a fixed blade. Yeah, I get you. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. No.
So,
I guess
no,
we
I'm not
should-
even kidding. They should do that.
Yeah. It's dumb as fuck, but yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I guess we should wrap this up. I would say final thoughts on this. I think this is a great knife for people who are not knife people. If you're gonna gift a knife to someone and you want them to actually use it in like an office environment or warehousing or just general blue collar work, like the number of family members and friends that have seen this and have been like, "Oh, that's awesome! I want one," and they actually would need a knife about that size and shape for work.
What were you saying?
Oh, for friends and family, gift idea. The Cybernet. I think it's a great knife for that.
You shouldn't have repeated yourself. I was being an asshole.
No, I'm going to say it again. Gift idea for friends and family.
Oh, it's a great gift idea.
Yeah.
We'll get there, guys. It's not December yet. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's-
But you never know.
Do it in November. Give people a chance to buy things.
At least earlier in December than the last week before Christmas. Anyway, do we have
it's all that
reviews on this one?
Well, it's no cybernetic, but
You know that old commercial from back in the day about playing safe with the robot that cuts its arm off and puts it back on?
I'm a robot. I can put my arm back on.
Yeah,
but you
that sounds
can't.
familiar.
I'm gonna give
Yeah.
it one of those.
The robot,
Yeah, it's
or
gonna
just
have its
his
own-
arm?
No, the robot, the whole bot.
Oh, like minus the arm, or does he put his arm back on?
I mean, he can put his arm back on. Why not?
Because
Cheap.
that's the
Hey.
commercial. Damn. Like all of a sudden he can't put his arm back on.
Yeah, because that's funnier that way. I'm a robot, so I can put my.
We're being asked, Cybernet or Cybernaut?
Only
Oh.
if-
Okay, but the Cybernaut as like the name of like.
It has to be
just-
Shaped like a dog
NAUGHT. It has to be not like, yeah,
Hmm.
like a dreadnought type
Mhm,
of,
mhm,
yeah.
mhm. Little 40K action. I get it. I'm into it.
What? No, I'm older.
They have
than
dreadnoughts.
that.
Older than 40,000. This is where we find out that Dennis is an eldritch being.
Yeah, that's
Don't worry
horrifying.
about
I
it.
always had my suspicions.
So, John or Joe? John
Whoever-
Witwicky's talking crap, and then I'm talking to Joe. Reviews? You got any review? Final thought, assessment, judgment calls?
Yeah, It's a very recommendable knife if you don't get it MSRP. Buy it at Cutting
Yes.
Edge or somewhere else that sells it for closer to where it becomes a
Buy
bit
it
of a
from
better
us
deal.
because we are gooder.
We are
More
good-
goodlier.
We are goodlier, and you know,
89.99 is a goodlier price than 115 for sure. It's definitely closer to that 74.99 that they pretend the price is supposed to be on Kershaw USA's website.
That's what I was going to ask. What was the conversion?
Well, it's 74, but then it's cut down to 60, which is actually probably 60 to 89.99 is probably
That's-
actually a
yeah.
pretty accurate conversion. So good for us. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to rate this knife One bad British video game review from 1997.
From 1997 specifically.
Well, why not, right?
Is that like a video game review, like still back in the magazines where I had to go and like learn the cheat codes for my games at the Blockbuster?
No,
And they would yell at you for reading the magazine and writing down stuff instead of just buying it?
Slightly more generation than that, and it was actually a British video game network, like a program that you could watch on a weekly basis
Called the Cybernet?
called Cybernet.
All right.
And it was broadcast all over the world back in the 90s, but it was from 90s to mid 2000s, something like that type of crap. But
apparently I wasn't that kind of nerd back then.
neither was I.
But
neither was I. I look it up before this show starts so I can have
go.
stupid reviews about names.
There you go.
I rabbit hole shit for no reason, and it's fun.
That's what you get for doing the bare minimum.
Oh, I did even less than the bare minimum. Do you want to hear what I'm giving it?
2%. I gave it 2% minimum effort.
Yeah.
If it's good enough for milk, if it's good enough for milk, it's good enough for you, right?
It's good enough for milk. Lazy milk.
So
that's that. If you're not going 3.25, go home. Like it's
gross.
Gross.
It's only 2% milk. What's the rest?
Also milk, believe it or not.
I feel lied to.
So, as you should. So, given that the name of this thing was the Cybernet, and I don't know what the fuck Kershaw meant by any of that, I asked ChatGPT to rate the name Cybernet for me. It gave it a 7 out of 10, which I find deeply hilarious.
For those who don't know, it's the running joke in the Pokey Factor that everything gets a 7 out of 10, even when we're not sponsored. Especially our enthusiasm over a knife. That's a throwback to the old grading chart we had, which was still a good Top Gear style grading chart that I still think had solid.
I still got it.
Foundations.
It's there. I even have saved reviews.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't throw things away.
A valid foundation, even though
nice
it went astray.
Ben is saying that he misses the old grading chart.
Yeah, well, Mom and Dad fought over the grading chart, so we had to throw it out and burn it.
Yeah.
It's.
Are you Mom or you Dad?
Yes.
Well, you figure it out.
Mama.
Here's the response I got.
Not the mama.
ChatGPT. Not the mama.
There you go.
Fucking dinosaurs reference. What the fuck is going on tonight? Jesus Christ.
Skippy. Damn Skippy.
We're just showing our age. It's fine.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, however, it's a bit broad. It might not stand out as uniquely as some other names, depending on the context. So even GPT knows that you're kind of phoning it in with a name like Cybernet. Yeah. Paul, do you have a funny rating on this?
I gave it already.
Oh, did it not show me?
Joe wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
It can cut its arm back off.
Right, yeah. That was funny. I even laughed about it.
Robots. Yeah. It's okay. He got distracted by British video game.
By ChatGPT.
Yeah, I did. And then I thought I loaded it into Chrome, and instead I put it in Firefox, and I thought you all could see it.
I feel like this is exactly what was said at the meeting when they came up with a name for the knife. It's got a tech-savvy and futuristic vibe.
They said those exact words.
Yeah.
With that exact
the net part ties in well with networking and the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody said the second part, unfortunately. Nobody said the second part.
Another fucking meeting that could have been an email. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. How else am I supposed to drink 3.5 glasses of wine in the afternoon? Come on, dude. We need that meeting. Like, I need that meeting.
I got the meeting shakes.
I got that mid-afternoon meeting shakes.
Good Lord. All
right, gentlemen, segue. We're done with the Cybernet?
I think so.
All right. Okay, we got to segue to something that Paul almost blew his lunch on earlier in this
Oh
chat.
my.
Yeah, that's right. Before we get to the Lion Steel Nano, because we'll get there. But
We
first,
We got some things.
Joe.
Yeah, Paul, you've been teasing me. What the hell's going on?
Okay, go to Boker's website.
All right. Boker USA.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, I think just
Well,
normal Boker.
okay,
Boker,
For
because-
Germany.
the record, Joe,
Okay.
this is not the thing that I've been teasing you with.
Oh,
I kept this one completely under wraps until I almost spilled the beans halfway through.
Tonight. Like
Yeah.
tonight, he almost spilled the beans.
And you just glazed right past it.
I
was
thought there was something there, but I decided to not pay attention.
happy to talk about a Slake.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm on Boker's website, and there it is.
Okay, so as it's coming up on live chat here, just type in the word like Civivi.
Into
Okay.
your search bar.
And Civivi has been searched, and there it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at all those
So-
Civivi products you can buy from Boker.
Yeah.
It's weird as shit.
Is it?
So
Isn't
type in any other brand.
Kershaw.
Type in literally, Joe.
All right.
Type in any brand. Type in Spyderco.
Okay, well, there's Kershaw.
Type in
Spidarco.
Spyderco.
Okay. Okay, there's Spyderco.
You know,
Okay, think of another brand. Dude, type in Cold Steel. I don't even know. I don't look at Cold Steels.
Okay.
Ben's making fun of the days of the talking
So-
hands, but that shit got me to quit biting my fingernails. So
Just out on a whim here. Microtech. Oh, no Microtech.
It's European,
Case.
dude.
yeah, come on.
There's case knives? No, but I'm getting SOG.
Did you get Cold Steel?
I didn't get case. Cold steel. Nope, no cold steel. But there's
No
real
Cold
steel.
Okay, so don't know why you can buy all of these other brands directly from Boker.
Have you never noticed this before?
Have you noticed
Yes.
this before and not told us
Yeah.
that you can just buy
Dude,
anything
for-
from Boker?
For years, yeah. I thought it was common knowledge.
Why? Okay, we've never talked about it on the channel either.
No.
Why can you buy not everything from Boker?
I
Why?
don't know.
Why is Boker like
I've always thought it was super weird, but
we're Boker, but we're also sluts? Like it's,
Yeah.
like it's,
no, I actually don't know why.
what the hell, man?
I
Like,
thought they were. I thought
seriously.
they made part of the money as like being an importer. I thought maybe because they
I
worked
thought
with a
maybe
lot of
European distributor was
something
maybe
like that. Yeah,
my thought.
but no, yeah, no. I am.
What about Lion Steel?
It is weird. Oh, Lion Steel. Yeah. Yep. Probably MKM them as well. I'm gonna.
What about another German company?
They can't sell their own knives, so have to make money somehow.
So
Like
Boker
like
USA.
Bird
will-
Cat.
So
Puma.
They're German, right?
What about Puma?
Or Otter.
Boker will not list. Boker USA will not list anything, but at Boker.de, the German site, will.
Yeah, so that's what makes us think maybe European distributor for a whole bunch of these companies.
More than likely.
And that's why you can buy Spyderco's in the Netherlands or whatever it is because Boker's the distributor.
Just trying to see.
Somebody's got to do
But
it.
that's super weird that Spyderco and like Kershaw and everyone is like
Yeah, you can sell our knives.
just sending their knives to Boker to distribute.
Well,
It-
somebody has to get the knives from the manufacturers to San Remo.
Okay,
And who
so
better than Boker?
and I got a comment on Jay's. They can't sell their own knives because I went to Toronto this year. And the one thing I said when I went to Toronto this year is I'm not buying an effing Boker because I burned so many times on Boker knives and I'm sick of buying Boker knives. And then I went to Toronto and I played with a Boker coffin with Magna Cut at a very reasonable price point. And I bought another Boker.
Yeah,
And I'm not burnt by it. I don't feel disappointed by the purchase. It actually went into the rotation of traditionals. It's in the box. It's probably there to stay for the price point until I might mod it.
until you buy another Boker.
No, shut your face. I'm still not convinced I'm going to buy another poker
Yeah,
because they
I'm not.
burn you so many goddamn times. I
I'm not
know
convinced
exactly
you
what
won't.
Jay's talking about.
You do have a point.
The problem is that they keep selling their knives, even though you know better. It's like an
Wow.
abusive relationship.
Some of the time, you end up with exactly what you asked for. And it's a fantastic knife.
Well,
Yeah, it'd be great if it had a pocket clip.
yeah. I
Well,
mean, if it
I
was
bought
if it
this
was a bull
'cause
pop, maybe, but
I
yeah.
bought this because it doesn't.
Hell,
Ball
make a
pop's
sheath
okay.
for it already. God.
No.
Would it be a quick draw one where it catches the button and draws it off
It's
your?
totally the
awful.
cold or the Buck 110 sheath
Yeah,
with
it's
the
got a
metal
thumb. It's
rivet.
got a thumb plate.
It's
No,
got a plate.
that one that scrapes your knife the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
that's shunkied pretty good when you closed it. By the way.
It's chunky.
Infinite was cooking dinner and forgot that we exist. I'm glad that I'm still here.
Well, sell me your bug out. Anyway, thanks for
Yeah.
joining us last minute. By the way, how was dinner? You know,
Was it delicious?
it's so yeah. That's the thing. I'm disappointed that Joe knew about it. That's not nearly as
Yeah,
as
sorry, guys.
exciting. Yeah.
I have always been confused by it, but I don't have any additional answers, unfortunately. Yeah.
All right.
Other than this Twain looks fucking sick.
What was the other thing?
The other thing that I got,
Yeah.
the easiest way for you to find it, Joe, unfortunately, we have to go to a competitor's website. Just go to Blade HQ, and in the little search bar, type in the word Essie. And then the word after that would be AVISPA.
Avispa.
Yeah.
Avispa.
What about it?
Oh yes. Yes.
The BRK Avispa
I
automatic.
I've seen this.
Oh,
Not just an automatic, Dennis. A crossbar axis lock style automatic.
Made by Blue Ridge Knives.
so the Chinesiums of SE products.
Well, it's
Well-
not an Essie. It's a Blue Ridge Knives
And
knife.
it's funny you mentioned that because this one's made in the States.
Wasn't even designed by like Essie or anything like that. It was endorsed by Jeff Randall of Essie.
Designed by Esse's. Yeah.
And made in the
Produced by Blue
States,
Ridge.
dude.
M390?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What you talking about, son? I slap you.
it's an M390 Rat that's an automatic with a crossbar lock.
Well, the Avispa's got like it was a liner lock for a while, and it was just SE kind of Blue Ridge's version of a
Yeah.
Rat.
Rat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Is the orange one auto? They're all autos.
No.
They're all auto all the time. What's the orange one? Just a liner?
The
With
only
is-
auto right now
Is
the
it
black
M390?
No.
D2.
No.
Quick shout out to our friend Greg.
Oz 8.
He was the one that turned me on to this one.
Nice.
Our friend Jordan's dad.
Oh.
Yeah, he was asking if we could get this for him, and I was like, no, we cannot.
It'd be cool, but yeah.
Yeah.
So just like the normal rat, it's Krat?
This one, yes.
It's
but-
an old Krat rat.
But the auto goes all the way the fuck up to M390, so hey, that's cool. Theoretically, you could take the firing spring out of it and just use it as a centrifugal opener, and you'll be fine.
Well, if you know a guy who knows a guy that can, de-assist and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good time. That's a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured I'd get that one out of the way before Joe's mammoth offering tonight.
Mammoth offering.
Yeah. It's a pretty big reveal, no?
Does
Oh.
it involve mammoth?
No, not in the way that you would hope.
No.
Yeah, we
I
could
don't-
go
I
there,
don't-
but I feel like we should talk about the Nano first.
Sure.
Yeah,
Let's do
we'll
that.
we'll get that there. So nano carbon fiber is the one that I'm looking at, but they come with a bunch of different configurations here.
Why can't you just look at the gray titanium one like
Fine, we'll look
me?
at the blue
Like
titanium.
nature intended.
We'll look at the blue titanium.
like
people-
nature wanted titanium to be?
Blue. All right. Yeah, I'm fine. Look at the gray. It's boring.
That's fine. Bronze is okay.
Am I not caught up? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, possibly.
Bronze is actually pretty good looking.
Bronze.
I was
I've got.
looking at the website. I wasn't even looking at your shit.
Oh well.
Look at me
there you
go. Yeah.
Oh, the bronze titanium act. Yeah, okay. The bronze looks good.
Let's look at the bronze. Let's settle on the bronze.
Let's do that. So, frame lock, stainless steel lock inserts. It's got the removable flipper, reversible deep carry pocket clip.
Magnus. Some Magnus.
Kind of looks like a Techno 3.
Go on. Well,
a little bit.
Jay had been mentioning on the hunt for a Techno 3.
Yeah.
By the way, for a man who has a Techno 2 with a Ribs Garage Tech. Boom,
Got the removable flipper on it. I like that.
Techno 3s are awesome. Well, they should be awesome when they're out in the wild. You can't find one yet. I know you were searching, but they're just not out yet, dude. Stop looking. They're not there yet. Yeah. They'll tell you when they're there.
But the Nano is there. And they look pretty goddamn similar. The blade is very different, but the handle looks really similar.
Yes. The flipper is removable on the Nano, too. You can
Correct,
see the
sir.
screw.
Which means you can finger flick the Spidey groove.
The old flicky groove, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
I bet you it's got good flicky groove.
That is the pocket clip. It's an end clip. Line Steel likes to do those.
Yeah, so I can carry it, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, nobody cares.
No, but I got an SR2 that I used to carry. It cared for a while before I didn't care.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works.
I moved on. SR2, how I used to love the...
You should carry that thing more often. It's a nice knife.
It got retired, dude. It'll go up on a wall of fame eventually.
Yeah. So
might just turn that into a wall of fame. Just small pocket knives that they used to carry.
€279 is 415 Canadian dollar.
And it's on sale for $200.
It is 300 USD.
Yes, but the person that asked us to look it up
in
was
Canada,
saying that it was on Blades Canada. It was up for $200.
Okay,
so they apparently aren't selling.
No, and I think honestly, this might be a slight stretch, not like a Spyderco Stretch XL situation, but like just a little bit of a stretch.
Definitely not in crew.
I feel like Line Steel maybe shot themselves in the foot a little bit when it came to stuff like this, where they're utilizing steels like M390 and then just underdoing the heat treat considerably. And there's this perception that they don't know what to do with MagnaCut either, even though they're doing them at 6264, 6364, something like that.
I think he said it was a 6263.
Yeah. Okay, so they're aiming for edge retention on this thing, and by all accounts, from all the reviews I've seen on Line Steel, MagnaCut, anything, they seem to be doing a good job with it.
With this full flat and like a 6263, yeah. What's the blade stock thickness on this sumbitch?
3.8 millimeters.
Okay, but unlike a Cybernet, it might have enough real estate to actually go down. What's a PM2 in comparison?
Like 3 mils, I think. Where's my? I don't remember. Hold on, I got my military here, and I think they're the same thickness.
Don't mind me just getting out my calipers.
3.6.
You fucking nerd.
Hey. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the record, Spyderco says 3.7, bitch.
Well,
that's not a PM. That's not a PM2. Not in the military. But 3.7.
Wait, the military's thinner. That's amazing.
I was like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Although this is S110, so maybe the S45 blades are a little thicker.
When you think about how decently slicey PM2 or even a military is, even with a 3.7 or a 3.8 blade stock thickness, if this is in a reasonable blade width, it would still be equally slicey in theory as a PM2-ish. If that's what we're working with, right?
If you don't need it to necessarily be slicey and you want it to be small and tanky, I don't think that's
But this might be somewhere between, because we had talk about a Techno 3 and I've got a Techno 2, that this one might somewhere be between that durability of Techno 2 and slicey of PM2.
How long do they say this is? The blade length is 2.5 inches. I'm just trying to get a sense of the scale in my head, and I don't know that this is a 3. I know they say 3.8 mils thick, but if you look at the flipper tab on this thing, even accounting for the rounding, if you look at the section that's actually flat, that doesn't look that thick. I don't know. I'm not saying they're wrong, but maybe maybe the flipper tab is actually thinner. I forgot it's a removable part, so maybe it's not the same as the rest of the stock thickness.
It could be,
Yeah.
a hint.
Yeah.
And speaking of Infinite, yeah, thanks for the SR2, by the way. Importing a Lion Steel. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. It was
Yeah.
it was Infinite's once upon a time. And then it wasn't.
Importing and Lion Steel.
Funny how that happens.
And
Yeah.
Lion Steel. Oh
Overall
my.
impressions, what do you
That's-
guys
The L
What do you
is
think?
silent. sir.
That's certainly one way to.
I
Yeah,
like it,
forever.
dude. I like stocky knives.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay, for turning me on to another knife that I probably shouldn't afford. And ambidextrous. Like, dude, come on, man. You kill me, son.
It's
Meh.
completely ambi. It's small. It's tanky.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
perfect for you. It's all like 85 different colors all in one knife.
Yeah.
Which one? The gross one?
The gross
Yeah.
one, yeah. With the
This
fat
one,
carbon.
Yeah, but you can
Nebula
get a
fat
gross
carbon.
one with a black blade too, just for the record. Oh, that's not
Ooh, but
actually
you-
that bad. The
but
purple
you-
haze fat carbon is not bad.
Yeah, the purple haze is nice.
I
It's
can jump
coming.
on that train. Yeah,
It should be coming up for you, Paul. Here, it's actually pretty hot.
I want to see it.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
damn. Oh,
Yeah.
that looks like the shit they've been putting on the what's that knife that everybody owns but us? That Kaiser with the DLC polished blade.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that purple haze thing.
The
Anyway,
Kaiser 9 cents.
yeah.
9 cents?
good.
Someone needs to make a knife called the 9 cents.
It's,
And then
it's like
charge 10
nonsense.
cents for it.
Oh, you fucker.
No, just have a weird price point. 90, like 19.
CJ would like to know what the hecking heck that material is.
Purple haze fat carbon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful, is what it is.
I need to
It's
get.
a little purple haze.
Yeah.
Little Jimi Hendrix going on. I listened to some Jimi Hendrix while I looked at that knife.
Ginny?
Ginny, yeah, I would. What? Gonna fight me on that one?
No, I was gonna make a joke that I thought better of.
Yeah, that's for the best, isn't it?
Yeah, let's continue on that train for sure.
Yeah, that's a sweet knife. You should buy one. And at that price, I doubt you're gonna see it at that price again elsewhere. Because, yeah,
Good. It's good. Now I gotta look at a nano. Son of a bitch. It's
You
okay.
wanna-
It's not gonna take the place of a Kunwu. So my Django's first, you bitches.
Every time you say Kunwu, it feels like a slur.
Well, no, it's
Not
just
you. It's just the word.
I didn't ask consent before I said it. It's fine. It's
Agua.
okay, so now Joe, we have one that Paul doesn't know about.
Oh, okay. Jay has a compact Chad that he loves.
What?
oh yeah, cool.
What? Give me. No. Is it Mary DLC? Is it like the reverse tuxedo? What variation? Like, give me. And it's the Militar. Jacob is right. That's the one that everyone
The
owns. Is
Militar.
the Militar? Yeah.
Yep.
Both Jay and Jacob beat us to the punch on that.
So-
one.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think I may have actually fumbled that one and told Paul about it, if it is the one I'm thinking about. But I have one that you don't know about that Paul does.
We can go through the whole.
No, we should do the first one that Dennis is thinking about first.
Gene, thanks for joining us. Apparently has the nano. It's thick in both stock and behind the edge. I can change behind the edge. Well, I can't
Is it a
change behind the edge.
convex?
Lion Steel, maybe. Don't get a
Yeah.
DLC so you can change the edge if you want to. Maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, it might be convexy because of the Lion Steel vibes.
I'm wondering.
Stonewash.
Lmax.
Lmax. Oh, an older version, apparently.
They're doing it on MagnaCut now.
Have you heard?
Oh, he's got the compact Chad is a Stonewash Lmax. I see.
Oh, we're
That's
following
Jay
the
talking.
same pages.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So that was convoluted. Good times.
We got Jay, Jacob, and Gene all in chat all together, and it's confusing my poor little peanut of a brain.
And then
Okay.
CJ had to come in, and he was like, "I got
Yeah.
a J in my name too. Come on, man. Like,
Don't forget you. Don't you forget
it's
about me.
after the C part, yeah." And Ben is like not anywhere to be seen because his name's Ben. It's
Oh, there he is.
oh, Bert.
Just
So yeah, no, damn good knife, man. A little thick behind the edge, but some of the fatty lion steel. So
Yeah, sometimes that's what you get.
Infinite's got a J in his name in real life, and he wanted to get on the train, even though he hides under a ruse. So
Yeah,
it's
rusing it up over there.
yeah. Okay, are we jumping over to
We
something?
sound like Disney
Yeah.
blaming our viewers. Damn right.
look.
Can we have Disney money too, please?
Oh
That'd
God.
be neat.
Nothing life
You know-
changing. Just a few 100 million.
No, life changing.
Do you remember
Absolutely changed my life.
the thing, Joe?
Is it the CRKT thing? Because I think I fumbled that and showed Paul.
No,
That I actually wiped it from my mind. What was it?
there is, or maybe it's Paul that I did. Maybe it's double down, and maybe Joe doesn't know about this one either. But someone doesn't know about QSP.com.
Oh no, I know about this one.
I don't know about this one.
QSPknife.com.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Penguin. It was Penguin time, bitches.
Nice.
It's
Penguin
funny because
time,
I was actually
motherfucker.
playing with my penguin as we were live streaming because I needed
Is it a
to.
fixed-bladed penguin?
No, that would be awesome though.
Right?
That
Why you gotta be playing me like that? Yeah. No.
So first off, I've just got to make a quick detour for these guys here.
See, Paul or Joe goes right to the one that he likes the most. But
Yeah.
it's not the one that Paul's
No.
gonna like the most.
Is it the toothpastey canary? I like
No,
that.
we
Oh,
see
okay, I see.
we already knew about those. I think we talked about them previously. We knew those were coming,
Well,
but these things, the dolphins.
Joe, you're getting confused. That was me and you. Paul has no recollection of
Hasn't he
Pink-
seen the toothpastey ones yet?
toothpaste canaries.
Oh,
No recollection.
shit.
That was me
No,
and you, dude.
No, for sure. I thought there. Okay, I know there's other knives, but I thought that it was
None of
something
this.
else. Okay,
I know not.
okay. The big news isn't just the toothpaste; it's what's hidden within the toothpaste.
What's in the toothpaste?
I'm waiting for it to show up on your screen so you can see it.
Me too.
Zoomed in. Are you
Yeah.
zoomed in?
I am zoomed in. It's right next to the pivot.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's an access lock canary.
Yeah, I'm into that.
No, it's a glide lock canary, sir.
Well, give
Oh,
me the
yeah.
proper glides. To
Yeah,
my
give me
lock
the
then.
little thumb platies that was on the vault if you're gonna glide
Yeah.
lock it, bitches. Like,
Okay.
come on.
For
by
reference,
the
'cause-
way, Jay, we're gonna put a pin on your Chad is PM60 because I want to know how the Chad PM60 is working out for you. I'm curious about that shit. So, and yes, CRKT is trash, but Joe keeps buying them, man.
Yeah, someone's got to keep them in business.
I'll never stop.
And
As long as
Joseph.
as long as they keep doing stupid bullshit like this, I'm gonna keep buying it.
If they continue to make stupid bullshit like that and the Squid XM, they'll stay in business.
It's true. So the glide lock isn't the only big news, but there's a couple different colors, right?
I do like that toothpastey color. I'll be honest with you.
I knew
And
you
I'm-
I am a
would,
fan.
dude. Knew you
Pretty
would.
sure. Yeah, still ceramic ball bearings for the action, so it's gonna be like stupid slick. Yeah, very
For the
excited
price
about
point
that.
of stupid slick.
Yeah, 52 American. Like, okay, that's
Mostly.
competitive.
Mostly.
59 to 61 for the Rockwell on that.
Okay, but then
14C2. It's not bad.
Jay is also pointing out the other knife that we need to look at,
Yeah,
which
Yeah.
is
the one
Jay-
that Joe likes.
Joe's all like
Yeah.
horned up about.
Well, I'm
Did
gonna
I
show
correctly see a mother of pearl on that though?
you did, which is why I'm all horned up about it.
Yeah.
Liner lock, mirror polished blade, motherfucker. 14C, 85 American dollars. No pocket clip. Go fuck yourself.
I can see scratches in that.
What's happening to that butt end?
That's not scratching. That's carbide banding, I think. The butt end. They use a weird fastener that uses a spanner bit.
Damn Spanish. Do you get the spanner with the knife?
No, go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay.
Also, the pivot is still Torx. Doubly go fuck yourself. You need 2 tools to take this apart. So it's not just mother of pearl though. This knife is slick as hell. I want one. I will be buying one in the pearl. Holy shit, this thing looks awesome.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Hey, the burl looks actually pretty hot, though. It actually reminds me of Chris Reeve burl.
Yeah, the burling here looks Oh, so
The
good.
spalted.
Yeah.
That's lovely chatoy and
For the record, none of them will look like that.
Well,
Two
You'll
of
be
them will.
chasing that fucking heroin dragon, looking for the right one.
You don't
They-
know.
Yeah.
What? You're not gonna chase the heroin dragon looking for the right one?
Well, I gotta find the right one now. Now I
You're
gotta buy
telling me that
both.
when 4
My-
come into the store, you're not gonna pop all 4 open and check out which has the best shit toyance?
Yep. I
Well,
will be
you're
doing
damn
that
right
as
I am.
well.
Pretentious asshole.
Yeah.
There's also a carbon fiber option, which is cool. I like the gold fleck. It was a good choice.
Yeah, the gold fleck is actually nice. I'll give it to you.
Sure, but you're getting overshadowed over here by fancier things.
I don't know if you necessarily are. I kind of actually want one of each. If I could only have one, Mother of Pearl for sure. But
Well, I have to buy one in Burl now too. That's my grandma's name.
aw, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another cool thing. No pocket clip. What's the blade length on this thing? It's
What's the weight?
3.15 inches, so it's not bad.
What's the weight?
The Mother of Pearl. Hold on. Net weight plus or minus 102 grams is 3.6 ounces.
The Mother
Little
of Pearl
Little chunk.
is cheaper than the Burl wood.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
It's
is. Paul.
cheaper than all of them.
The carbon fiber is the most expensive at 95. What is the
What
carbon
they don't
fiber
tell you
weight?
is it's fake.
Nah, okay.
Mother
It's
of
fake
Pearl?
wood. It's fake mother of pearl.
Oh, I don't give a shit. It looks gorgeous.
It's just like the vinyl dips that people were doing there for a while.
So yeah, no clip.
I'm
though.
into that.
No, no clip. But I'm okay with that. That would
No, but
absolutely go into a
Leather
gonna-
pouch.
just
Does it
loose
give
in
you
pocket.
anything for a leather pouch? Does it say anything?
No.
I'm literally going to buy the one in the Burl wood and gift that to my mother.
There you go.
Yeah.
There
forced to
are
carry
a
a pocket
few
knife.
So what you're
other.
saying is I should order the Burlwood one?
There
I'm the Mother
are
of Pearl.
there are other QSPs to look at, and there's something we got to tell Dennis tonight that can't wait until the next time we stream. So let's
Correct.
just
Okay, but there's
take a
2
quick
more
look here.
QSPs.
Yeah,
There are
One in particular that Paul's going to be like, F me, I'm going to buy that knife.
until he knows what the steel is.
Oh well, it's a
Scroll one more down.
There you are. Well, actually, no. Never mind. I was thinking of the wrong one. I think he'll still take it. Let's take a look at the one that we're pretty sure you're going to want.
the
QSP.
beetle.
Well, the Beetle's cool, but we thought you might be more interested in the Chefmaster.
No, I was thinking the Beetle.
Oh,
It's
you
a
were
dagger.
thinking the Beetle too?
It's a dagger.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, that's
Yeah.
also the one where I go back to my original comment of until you learn what the steel is. I don't know what the price is. It's listed out. Guess what the steel is. I just flashed it there for a sec, but try and guess.
From QSP.
It's $0. Is it D2?
From QSP.
14C Sandvik?
And you're going to find it slightly disappointing. At least slightly disappointing.
9CR?
No. Oz8.
No,
Oh.
keep going, sir. Keep going.
Oh,
You
it's
haven't-
full- apparently it's free, so I'll just take one.
Well, there
I
you
mean,
go.
for Oz 8, Zero's pretty good. It's a pretty competitive price.
Okay, well,
At that, you got me interested at that price point. It's
I'll just take my what's it called? Best Tech Cicada then instead.
a
That was
QQ.
for-
Just take
the
a
QQ.
QQ.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a QQ knife. But I honestly thought you would actually be into the Chefmaster, but
Chefmaster Plus. That's the XL version they're going to come out with next year.
The
See, the-
Chef Master here.
that
Well,
one is 14C.
I don't hate it.
But it's a
Blade
pillar.
length is 3.2 on this guy.
We were looking at a chefy knife recently. It was an Ostap Hell from Savivi.
Yes, that thing looks neat.
I think I'm still like starstruck by that one.
That's fair.
Which one? Sorry, Savivi's.
Yeah,
chef knife
it's
thing.
the chef knife
Mhm,
Ostap Hell.
I mean, it's no Rough Rider razor, but
Then
It
there's
sure isn't.
an emu, which is weird.
it's got to go okay edge.
I hope these Oz 8 blades are cheap.
They're $0, Joe. They're free.
Yeah,
You know,
like
Free with
uh,
purchase.
you know what's not free? Actually, you know what is free? I'll take that right back right now. A
What's
little
that?
old web production that was recently published that maybe Dennis doesn't know about.
I probably
Yeah.
don't.
They put it out there, and then the internet found it, and they put it out everywhere. So we
Well,
could
I
talk
don't
about
know about it, so
it. I know, but you will. But it's already on the internet, so we can talk about it.
well, I will probably have words.
Yeah, you probably will.
I'm just gonna let Dennis look at the screen and realize what's there, and we'll go from there.
Oh, ow.
Paul's getting
Um,
shot.
Yeah, no, I banged my knee into my desk.
oh damn, son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. On Blade forums, they have it.
Um,
And on Reddit.
oh damn, son.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we're not spilling any tea because they already spilled it.
How many minutes do we have to go through this, you assholes? Like, it's-
Look, again, the
3.
only reason I knew we had to bring this up was because we're not sure what's going on next week.
I
Or
would be on a
next
beach. I wouldn't know level. You can do
next
this
week we would stream. Yeah, exactly.
That's too late. I have to know now. You goddamn assholes. Start flicking pages and show me what's what.
Oh, I'm gonna do you one better. They list all the new products at the end of the catalog. Do you want to see a quick overview, or do you want to go through
Okay,
one by one?
quick overview, and then we'll save it for the Sunday after I get home, because it won't be next Sunday. It'll be 2 weeks after.
Okay. So
Next Sunday, I'm going to be on a beach, and I don't care about y'all. And then the
yes,
Sunday after that, I'm back to the living world, and I'll probably care a little bit, not much.
so
For just out of curiosity, is that the week we're doing our fixed blade?
Well, that was a tentative in the background, but things might be backburnered because of crap going on here.
You want to talk about? Okay.
You're not
yeah.
zooming in on anything to
no,
show
I
me
was
what's
kind of
what.
waiting for the talking to stop, but so this is as oh no, I can go a little further. So there's a gold class mini bug out. I'm sorry, barrage.
That's a barrage.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's like I owned one of those.
Bailout,
There's
super freak,
bailouts,
barrages.
mini bedlams in S90V.
Yeah. Okay, keep going. No, don't zoom out. Just
no,
keep
no,
going.
no. I know. These controls are fucking with me though. So there's some new
Mini?
meat. Oh my god, these fucking controls. There's some mini meat crafters. There we go.
Are they the mini? They look like
Yeah.
the full size.
What's the number on them?
Oh, for 4050. So sorry, those are the full size. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Some bug outs. Aluminum and S90V, which is interesting.
So
Flavors of the season. Yeah.
those meat crafters are the flavors of the kitchen knives. that already
Aluminum and
exist.
S90.
Yeah.
Yep.
They made my bug out.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I can have it.
You fucking assholes.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Mine's still cooler.
There's some
I can get it
some
in blue.
some blue Cerakoted MagnaCut water series stuff.
Some new
and
water
then,
series. Okay.
some MagnaCut Crooked Rivers, large and small.
Hard to be on the board of an
they're
Ultim. Is that an Ultim bailout? And then another bailout that they're not even going
That's
to effing tell you
bronze.
about yet?
No. There's also MagnaCut Blue Denim Micarta. Oh, they released the 710 with a uncoated S90V blade and black aluminum handles with the same milling pattern that the current standard comes out with, which makes sense.
Okay,
The
that's better.
491 is another attempt at a non-assisted axis lock flipper. Let's see if the 8th time is the charm. And they
Wait,
figured it out.
Is that kind of like an old school throwback to like the sequel kind of shit?
The 491?
It almost reminds me of the auto kind of. Yeah, it's got that
The
vibe.
sequel?
Anyway,
I think you may have
not the sequel. Sorry, the Impel is what I'm thinking of. But anyway.
Yes.
And then
I'm
536
just
is
pulling that
what the fuck is a 530? Is that mini Crooked River?
Kind of.
Tagged out.
The 536? No, that is a fixed blade bug out.
What?
And with Grivery handles, so the price better be cheap. Relatively
And
speaking.
then more tagged outs at the end.
A
New flavors of
PSK,
the season.
a new flavor of PSK with
Twill.
LMAX.
That looks like twill carbon fiber on the handle.
Well, and LMAX for the blade.
Oh, you fucking assholes.
Yep. New tagged outs. Some new slip joints some new
315?
slip joints. The 315. I'm very excited about that.
Oh, how many millions of dollars will that son of a bitch be? That's okay. We'll sell
Right.
them for good discount price after you can't sell for half price a year and a half later.
There
Anyway,
we go.
And there's some carbon fiber uncoated S90V bailouts, which are kind of hot.
S90 bailout, eh?
Yeah.
That's nonsense.
S90 or Magna Cut. I
How
can't
many
remember which.
bailouts can
Yeah.
I detento before a bailout's not a bailout anymore?
All of them?
That's two.
One of each.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
those season
Just
flavors.
just the good ones.
So that gold class looks ridiculous. It's DLC's CPM
No,
S90V Blade.
stop it. Next episode.
We'll get there.
It's after 9:00. Stop it.
Oh, but there's the
Stop it.
teasing. So
Stop
much
it.
teasing I'm
2
gonna
weeks.
do.
We'll be
Look
back
at
2
this.
weeks. Next week I'm on the beach and I don't need to. No, stop. Joe, you're a fucking dick. Stop it. For all the viewers next week. Yeah, okay.
There we
cool.
go. Yeah.
Cool. Good times. Get the hell out of there. I just saw Mini Bedlam and I'm going to stab you in the face because now on vacation, I'm going to download a
Yeah.
goddamn PDF.
That's all it took, huh? Yeah.
That's you got
Yeah,
some
I got a
reading to
6
do
hour
on the.
flight, dude. You think that's all it took?
Yeah.
Gotta get stabbed. It's great.
With a razor,
Oh.
though. That's fine.
Hey, CJ's gonna be here next week. We won't be. We're gonna be here the week after that.
Yeah, next week I'm on the beach, bitches.
Yeah. He's a beachy bitch.
Yeah. May or may not have a Speedo knife.
Being a Speedo,
You
holding
can have a
knife, reading
Speedo
his
knife. You just
PDF.
can't have the Speedo part.
That's not part of this conversation, Paul.
Yeah. I'm just.
He's not. He's not going to one of those beaches.
He's gonna haunt us. That's nice.
I'll be here haunting. Okay.
I'm here for it.
Just halfway through Sunday evening, I'm just
I'm
going
not-
to be sitting there sipping on
CJ.
tequila.
CJ, not to be
Oh.
pedantic or anything, but Paul and I aren't going to be enjoying shit. Dennis is the one going on vacation. Fucker.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah. It'd be weird if me and Joe went to celebrate Dennis and Vanita's.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
It'd be deeply funny to just show up unannounced at the.
It's
Hey,
a,
guys,
it's a
What are you guys
destination.
doing here?
It's a destination anniversary. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
What are the chances?
Like you should be at work.
As the panic just envelops Dennis as he realizes it's just Mark
That's okay.
from
Or-
open until
yeah.
close.
Well, Alex is there. He's
Oh.
told me he'd work Sundays for me while I was
Yeah,
gone, so
he
that's
can work
I
Sundays.
appreciate that.
Oh, good shit.
So,
There's your teaser.
thank you.
Just for a
Good.
destination stream, fly in for the stream and then leave. I don't think Dennis or Vanita would appreciate that.
I don't think we want to watch Paul and Joe get thrown into the ocean live on stream. Like it's, or maybe
kinda-
you do.
it's-
Like,
I kinda
it's-
wanna watch.
Apparently, Mexico's the land of the Speedo, so you know what I'll be wearing.
Wow,
That's
where
a
it
warning.
is the hair stop and the speedo begin.
You'll
Nobody
never
knows.
know.
It's a furry speedo, sir.
Yeah, you know.
It's one of
Shedding
those.
happens.
It's one of those kind of Mexican night resorts.
Do you have to make your Speedo out of shag carpet?
That's- like imagine He-Man.
Yep.
There's no Speedo.
No. It's all turns out the
it's all
loincloth was
Paul all the way
all
all the way down.
natural.
Thanks to the Cutting Edge Cutlery Co. for bringing in Kershaw Manual OTS for us to play with, whether or not the button falls apart or not. Apologize for that. Yeah, on the new ones, they shouldn't. Kershaw Cybernet. Check them out. Competitive prices.
Hell yeah.
Someone else thanks someone instead of talking about Paul's
Uh,
furry speedo.
Yeah. I don't. I'm not writing that book.
Well,
to tell all.
no one is.
Yeah. God, I hope not. Thanks for the people that continue to follow us on the Instagrams, even though nothing gets posted, so that the algorithm can't see us.
You can't smite us if you can't see us.
Exactly.
But apparently
Yeah.
other people can see
I
us.
found
great.
found a loophole.
Thanks also to all of those past, present, future that have donated towards Patreon. Thanks
Indeed.
again, guys. I hope you are enjoying the show notes there, the send outs. Christmas 2024 was a thing, give or take. So yeah.
Yeah. Christmas in March. Thanks to all the new guys too that joined us tonight. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Had fun. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope you enjoyed Kershaw Cybernets and all the other reviews we've had, past, present, future. Me. Yeah.
Vacation time.
Me.
We will be back here again in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'll be slightly bronzer. So
Mhm.
Bronze layer.
bronze leer.
Walk in looking like a carrot. It's fine.
As long as I got the Halloween jack-o'-lantern to offset, then it'll be all contrast. at that.
Yeah, you won't look nearly as orange with that in your hand. It's perfect.
Of course. Slightly less Trumpy. It's good.
Oh,
Yeah, fly safe.
On that note, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again in here in a couple weeks, 7:15 Mountain Standard Time. Always appreciate the good stream here, guys. We'll see you again later. I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers.
I am the Iron Joe.
And I'm XL.ca.
And I'm trying to figure out how to shut off the stream. Good night, everybody.
Toodaloo.
So the
Goodbye.
second time I said it, we actually could end the stream. The first time it was like 6 minutes in. So.
Wow.
Yeah, we could have. It would have been funny. But all those new guys would have left us.
Funlier.
Yeah, funlier.